So for the past 2 weeks, I've been working at a new job. And that's why I haven't really uploaded videos in a little bit. But I want to share the story of how I got my job, my first ever job, during this pandemic. So I hope you guys like the story. Now, everything began on April 17th of 2020. It was just a normal day, just waking up, brushing my teeth, eating breakfast, playing video games, and just doing my online classes, which I just look up the answers to because, actually doing the work takes up too much time. Oh, and FYI, if you guys are struggling, use Brainly or Quizlet. So during this time, things haven't been going so smooth. My mom isn't working much because of the virus, so very little money is coming in. Around the time my mom stopped working, the rent was due. So our landlord came knocking at the door and he collected what my mom had enough saved for the rent. And while they were exchanging like cash and checks and everything like that, my mom mentioned that she isn't working much and that having to pay the bills is gonna be a little slow this time. And somehow my mom mentioned that I needed a job because I'm old enough to get a job. So they talked it out, and next thing I knew is I'm applying.
Name and address withheld.
It turns out that our landlord was work,
Name and address withheld.
and we didn't really know about it. Well, we didn't really care, really. And he mentioned they were hiring, so I applied by my phone and just waited for whenever they answered me back. Now the next day, I was back on my phone like every other day, just watching YouTube and whatever the hell was going on in the world. When I got a phone call that same day from a random number I didn't know. And okay, to be real with you guys, whenever a random number calls me, I never pick it up, so I just ignore it. But then I remembered, holy. So I called right back, and it was fine. They just said, oh yeah, our manager was calling you. And I said, okay, yeah. Can you transfer me to your manager? They're like, yeah, okay, that's fine. So I got transferred to the manager, and we set up an interview the next day. And the next day was on my birthday. I spent my birthday going to a job interview. That has never happened before, and will probably never happen again, because I applied like 2 days before my birthday, so I didn't think they would receive my application. So I spent my birthday getting dressed up really nicely and taking an Uber to the place, which is like 15 minutes away in a car. And I don't have a car, so I just took an Uber. When I got there, I was just told to go to the break room because the manager was kind of busy. So I went to the break room of that store and I was just watching TV for an hour and a half. And literally there was just a lot of people right there. It was just awkward for me to just sit there. Like, imagine a random kid just comes into your store, to your break room, and just sits and just watch the TV. Like, of course you'd be like, really, like, what the hell is this kid doing? So I just sat there and just watched whatever the hell was on TV. I guess the managers kind of forgot that I was there because they came into the room, the break room, and they were like, oh, are you here for the interview? And I said, yeah, I've been here for like an hour and a half. And they just took me to a back So they just took me to a little part of the store and they began asking me questions. And I kid you not, guys, the interview was literally 5 minutes long. It was the shortest interview. Like, I've had interviews before, they go for like 10, 15 minutes long, but this one was literally 5 minutes long. They just wanted like basic information. And I just gave it to them without any hesitation and just said, okay, I'm available whenever. And they said, okay, can you start tomorrow? And I'm like, yes, I can start tomorrow. Oh, hey guys, I know I haven't uploaded in like 2 weeks. I'm sorry, but like I said in the video, I've been working now, so uploads might slow down a little bit, but I'll try to keep up. Like whenever I get home back from work, I'll work on videos and stuff like that. Also, like the next video after this one, I want to make like a continuation of where I left off on this one. Where this would be part one, the next one will be part two, and that one will I will describe how my work situation is. It's not bad. Like, it's not bad, but it's a little tough. So I want you guys to stick around for that. So please like like the video, and please get notified so that you know when I go live or when I go post my next video. Thanks guys, have a nice day.